In our ongoing series examining the hard rock metal landscape today, we're joined by former Spinefarm Records founder Riku Paakkonen of Ranka Kustannus, one of Finland's leading independent record labels and music publishers. We discuss the state of the hard rock and metal scene today, as well as what it takes to form your own independent record label in today's market. Coming up. This episode of the MUBUTV Insider video series is brought to you by the Music Business Registry. The Music Business Registry is the leading music industry publisher of the most up-to-date contact information for major and independent record label A&R, music publishers, artist managers, music attorneys, music supervisors, and much, much more. The Music Business Registry is the trusted industry standard and source serving the music business community for over 30 years with the most accurate and up-to-date contact information available. Their titles include the A&R Registry, the Film and Television Music Guide, the Music Publisher Registry, and the Music Attorney Registry. All of their publications are available in PDF, CSV, or online subscription. Visit musicregistry.com and use coupon code MUBUTV10 at checkout. That's musicregistry.com, coupon code MUBUTV10. When you're ready to put your music to work, musicregistry.com. Hi, we're coming to you live from the second annual Global Rock Summit at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. And we managed to catch up with Riku Paakkonen.
Yes, thank you.
Who is the president and founder of Ranka Kustannus, and he is also the founder of Spinefarm Records, a hard rock label formed in Finland in 1990. Thank you so much for joining us on MUBUTV. How are you?
Thank you, I'm fine.
How did the panels go for you so far?
It's interesting. It's like, to me, I've been to these events like for forever, since late 80s, basically. But so I don't think there's that much new things, but it's interesting to see what people think about what's happening in the music business these days.
Yeah, it is. Riku, I wanted to ask you, what is the current state of hard rock, the hard rock music scene in Finland today? Is it in a healthy place?
I think we are living I would call it a hangover, because we had a really strong years. Right. And now we still have some of those same bands that did well are still there. But the new breed is something that I'm still waiting to happen. So basically it's pretty calm, but I'm expecting the things pick up in the next few years.
Great. Before you formed your new label, Ranka Kustannus, you formed Spinefarm Records back in 1990 and signed some really successful hard rock acts, including Children of Bodom, Sonata Arctica. From your perspective, how has the hard rock market evolved over the last 25 years?
There's been ups and downs. For us as a country, Finland, rock is always strong. But generally we are dependent on if we have a talent or not. And now, of course, electronic music has taken over a lot of the space, and rock is living a not that great time. So, but there's a sort of small ups and downs been during all these years, and I think we do this in cycles. So it's a bad time now, but obviously the good times are coming later.
Is there a big support system in your country, in Finland, for the hard rock metal acts? I mean, is there a lot of things for them to,
There are, but no. Well, there's audience who's interested, but there's the support system. I wouldn't call there's anything special. We have magazines and some radio stations. It's pretty much similar than it's a situation in the US. So it's not easy to break a new artist through that system nowadays.
Yeah. You just formed your new label, Ranka Kustannus, after a few stints working at Universal. What made you want to create a new label at this particular time?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Maybe if I would have a more think about it, so maybe there could be something else that I could do. But this basically for me, it's all about love for the music. So I would think that nowadays, what's left in the independent music business, there are only people who love music, because business is so bad that if you are in this business because of the business, so then you made pretty bad choices. So I'm in for music. I was having actually, when I left Universal, I was 1 year basically retired. Wow. And this 1 year like made me like more hungry than ever, because it was because when I left Universal, I never thought that I would return to music business.
Right.
But then, okay, I'm still not that old so that I could do golf for the rest of my life. So after 1 year, I was so hungry, and I was buying a lot of records, listening to music more than for many years. So just wanted to get back to what I love the most.
Yeah. So Riku, many of our viewers want to form their own independent record labels. As someone who has formed 2 independent labels over the last 25 years, what advice would you have for them?
Oh, well, you must work hard. You must have a good financial base, because nowadays you really need quite a lot of money, and you need to have a long perspective, because the money will not return very quickly. Those returns in the 90s were totally different than they are nowadays. When I put out the record in the 90s, I was thinking like within 12 months I have most of it recoup. Not always everything. Of course, this is business, so you take a risk. But nowadays, this time was 12 months before. I consider it to be like maybe 36 months or 48 months, also 3-4 years. So you really need to have finances. And if you don't have those finances to start with, so you better think about whether to even start it, because then you're not gonna survive as long as you need to survive. So, and then it's hard work. It's a bit of luck, because like for some of the bands that I signed earlier that became successful, so I couldn't tell when signing them that this is gonna sell like 100,000 copies, this is gonna sell 200,000 copies. I had no idea. I just thought that this is interesting stuff. I put it out. So you have to have the passion, and then the luck comes with it. Or it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Is Finland a market that's open to new hard rock acts from the international marketplace?
I think it's similar than everywhere else these days, that I don't know if it's very open. You know, it's like it's quite conservative. Sometimes I feel like that country music fans are more open to new ideas than hard rock people. So hard rock people are happy with it's an older audience nowadays. It's an audience that still loves their Iron Maidens or Metallica's, Slayers, whatever they listened to it when they were kids. So they are not in any need of the new music. So it is hard. Now what I'm expecting, that we get a new audience, totally new audience, young audience who wants to have the music from people who are at the same age. Like they don't people in the 20s, they don't want to listen to artists like Whitesnake, who's like 60 something, because they feel like they are like grandparents are playing there. So we need a new audience, we need a new artist, and this is gonna happen. We're gonna see the development of that, but I always say that I don't know when it's gonna happen, whether it's like 1 year or 5 years or 15 years, but it will happen eventually.
Some really great food for thought coming from Riku, one of the largest voices in Finland's hard rock and metal scene. So insiders, question of the day. What struck you most from our interview with Riku? Was it his views on the health and current status of the hard rock scene in Finland today? Or was it the importance that Finland's role has played in hard rock? Or was it the advice he had for those wanting to form an independent label? Or was it something else that stood out to you? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to MUBUTV for more information on how to educate, empower, and engage your music career. You can also check out a summary of this episode and everything we talked about in the description below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd really love it if you hit the like button and let us know what other kinds of videos and types of content you would want to see on our channel. Hit us up in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.